Hello, my name is Linh, and this is my entry for Speak Up 2020 with the topic of equality. First, I want to talk a bit about where inequality comes from. Humans are born different, and the difference in our characteristic leads to some assumptions, expectations, and prejudice of others about a certain group of people. And that certain parties will sometimes be excluded, be disadvantaged in decision making in their access to economics or social resource. So what is the equality that people are asking for? This is not them asking to be treated like everybody else, but it's more like asking to gain access to opportunities and life changes, and for not being constrained by their own identities. For example, women. Women are made to choose motherhood over serious professions and their participation in the industries. And the gender discrimination is best portrayed in certain circumstances. For example, when women make admissions to professional jobs and in schools. It also appears in there being denial in political rights, and they also receive lack of encouragement from their surroundings. They are also being considered to be inferior to men in terms of capabilities and potentials, which is absolutely 100% not true. Like, such as one feminist icon once said, a woman without a man is just like a fish without a bicycle. Women are independent and they are strong enough to make headways and to participate the best in economics and social work. But women, they don't ask to be treated the same as a man because our biological and physical features are not those of a man. But what we are fighting for when we're talking about equalities is when our opportunities and our true responsibilities are being deprived from us. The same case happened in racial inequalities. This inequalities appears in, for example, wealth gaps in incomes. It also appears in people discernments towards racist that stem from the past of slaveries and also wars. For example, things with black and white people, and also with Asians. The unemployment rates is also alarming features of racial inequalities, especially when people judge others based on their races and not their true potential. Like, also, again, they are not asking to be treated the same as everybody else. They only need to be respected and values, and also to be given opportunities and in order to make headways and make a living in their lives. But as long as this differences still remained, discrimination and inequalities, also mistreatment, will also remain. And what we're aiming for when we talk about equalities is to reduce the gaps between how we treat people. The world we're aiming for is the world of meritocracy. It's when everybody being rewarded as how they work and how they portray themselves and how they can contribute to the society. We're also aiming for a world with no favoritisms, no discrimination, no ostracisms, whatever. And people can live their lives, can live with themselves, can live with their identities, being true to themselves and to their best. That is what I believe to when we're talking about a world of equalities. Thank you for listening, and I hope to see you again.